As we entered office, let us remember. Casinos were closing. Property tax rebates were piling up in the hundreds of millions of dollars. The streets were unsafe, and the private sector was fleeing. Not only that, but as a result, property taxes were soaring for the residents of Atlantic City. So I turned to John Hanson, chairman of the New Jersey Sports, Gaming, and Entertainment Commission, to develop a blueprint for change. We created a tourism district. We took over policing there. We invested in national advertising and supported efforts by the city government, which were well-intentioned, but ultimately failed. We needed to do more, but we're being stopped by politicians inside and outside of this chamber who were just trying to score cheap political points while they were burying their heads in the sand. Finally, we fought back those entrenched and misguided interests and acted in a bipartisan way to replace the ineffective city government who was either unwilling or unable to bring about needed change. Through legislative and executive action, we took over Atlantic City. And let's look at what's happened. First, we appointed former United States Senator Jeff Chiesa to lead the effort, and he has done so with incredible skill and produced phenomenal results. Think about this. Tax appeals were weighing down the city. $303 million was owed just to the casinos in tax rebates. Senator Chiesa, using the authority we gave to him, negotiated that number down by more than 50% to just over $138 million. In 2017, we announced, and I'm glad you're all seated for this one, an 11.4% decrease in property taxes in Atlantic City, which meant an average property tax reduction for every homeowner of $621. This was the result of our budget-cutting measures that reduced city spending by $56 million over the 2015 budget. And the good news is, with Jeff in charge, this budget will stay level in 2018 as well. He also reached a settlement with the police unions, And what's that led to? Now they're going to be 12-hour shifts in Atlantic City, reduced salaries, reduced terminal leave payments, and a reduced workforce of 252 officers. All agreements that would not have occurred without Senator Chiesa's intervention. As a result, Hard Rock is now investing hundreds of millions of dollars in redeveloping the Taj Mahal. The former Sands is being redeveloped. Revel has now been sold and will reopen under new management by the summer. Casino revenues are up. Non-casino revenues are up. Internet gaming has been established in this administration and is now thriving. The private sector is coming back to Atlantic City. And by the way, all without bankruptcy or selling public assets like the Water Authority. All things the naysayers said we would do when they were trying to scare you into not giving us the authority. Well, they were wrong then. And the opportunist politicians of both parties, who now say that reversing course is necessary, are just as wrong today as they were 2 years ago. Remember, the Associated Press said it, not me. The Associated Press on New Year's Day. The headline was, Atlantic City on the verge of a major revival in 2018. This will be especially true if our 6-year fight to bring sports gambling to New Jersey is successful in 2018. Now, while many experts told me to abandon this fight, we stuck with it for 6 years. And today, we await a decision by the U.S. Supreme Court, which, if we're victorious, will bolster Atlantic City even more. All of this is due to our efforts, not bowing to political correctness, not worrying about being loved today. Because if we bow to those concerns, we could easily turn this major revival into a major downturn. So today, I want to thank Mr. Hanson for 8 years of extraordinary volunteer effort on behalf of the people of New Jersey. He has done an extraordinary job. I couldn't have done it without you, John. God bless you and thank you. Atlantic City is ready for rebirth and to return to its former glory. Let's not screw it up. That's not small ball either. That's an achievement of real consequence for our entire state.